Welcome, everybody! My name is Jeff from Special Set of Skills, and today we're going to be playing a new game. One of my favorites of all time, Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Let me turn down the sound. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but it's probably going to be loud as shit. I played this on a whim, and absolutely loved it. Definitely recommend it. Even though it's one of those not very good-looking games.
In the name of my health and yours, Holmes, stop smoking so much. There is more fog in our apartment than in the street.
You are right, Watson, but this evening is never ending, and I have nothing to do but make smoke rings. A more amusing pastime would suit better, but my doctor is against it.
Perhaps a little tune on the violin.
My heart is not in it tonight, Watson. Have you noticed how this cigarette burns? Would you not say it is like a life being consumed?
That's deep.
How many lives will end tonight in London? How many crimes will be committed within the life of a single cigarette? Ah, the vanity of existence. It is but complaints and smoke, the meagre panache of its sickly soul.
The tobacco is giving you very somber thoughts. I am certain that this inactivity will not last. Let's retire. You'll be in better humor tomorrow.
Reason speaks. Let's to bed.
Alright, well, if you're familiar with this series at all, they had a couple games. Testament of Sherlock Holmes was flat out fantastic, and I'd be rather doing that video if I had it on my computer, but Jack the Ripper is... It's a slow start, trust me. This thing picks up pretty freaking well. It's a different kind of game, obviously. You're not doing anything remarkable. It's pretty much a bona fide point-and-click game with some puzzles and a rather intriguing story. Almost like a whodunit in a way, of how I would imagine Frogwares would imagine they would think Sherlock Holmes or Jack the Ripper would be. I don't know. I played this a couple times. This is my first time actually playing it on the PC. Played it on the 360, and I would hope that it looks better. I haven't actually played around with the settings. I may actually do that, so it may look better later. Not a big deal. It's an educational game too at its core, which is crazy. You wouldn't think you'd learn things.
Come this way, my lovely. We'll have a right good time. Wait, let me help you.
Oh crap, you have syphilis.
Oh, it's my hair that pleases you.
Again, not the most technically great game, but it serves a purpose. God, listen to him just eviscerate her. Baker Street, September 1st, 1888 at 2:35 p.m.
As dark as the sky, Holmes. An inquest has been opened into the murder of a poor woman in the East End. The unfortunate girl was discovered last night, lying in the street, still warm. The murderer was filled with an incredible savagery. Oh, the article gave me shivers down my spine. The inspectors in charge of the case don't seem to have even the slightest lead. A similar murder took place less than a month ago.
Ah, love. A romantic walk, a kiss in the moonlight, a polite refusal, a terrible anger, and a hanging.
This area of Whitechapel is a disgrace to London. The government should take serious note of what is going on there.
Whitechapel? This woman was found in Whitechapel?
Yes, indeed. Bucks Row, to be specific.
Then it was not a question of romance, but of commerce. Unless these women actually take pleasure in the vice, the female nature is completely...
Holmes, do you hear yourself? A woman is dead under unspeakable circumstances. No less than any other, she was a human and one of Her Majesty's subjects. None of these streetwalkers of which you speak have any other way to survive but by selling their bodies. You know as well as I that our era is not a gentle one, and these women don't have much to look forward to. Some grace, if you would. Do not refuse them your compassion.
Do not say another word, my dear Watson. We shall leave immediately for Whitechapel.
To the scene of the crime?
No, I think it would be better to arrive there a bit later once night has fallen. At the moment, the spot will be overrun by police officers and spectators. It will be impossible to investigate properly.
Then where are we going, Holmes?
The best thing to do would be to head to the police station and attempt to get a copy of the preliminary reports.
But the article in the Times seemed quite complete to me.
You must know, Watson, that journalists often draw conclusions from the facts without a proper understanding of how to do this delicate task. We must obtain the reports from the inspector in charge, as well as those from the coroner.
Very well, Holmes, but all the same.
It seems to me that I have a map of London somewhere, Watson. Can you find it and locate Whitechapel while I get ready?
You are too kind, Holmes. Searching through your mess?
Always making him do it. I'm not going to read all that, but oh shit. That's better. I like first person anyway.
A map of London, at last. Let's see. The district of Whitechapel.
Alright, so we are... Oh, okay, here we go. Police station.
I found the map, Holmes, and I was able to locate the Whitechapel police station.
Didn't I do good,
Congratulations,
Sherlock?
Watson. Come, the game is afoot. You can read the article to me on the way.
Hate to walk everywhere like a plebe.
We have arrived, Watson, in Whitechapel.
Not very bright, and what cold. Brr, a typical London morning.
Come,
Way to sell it to
let's
me,
find
Watson.
this police station.
Bobby.
Then quickly, let's get to the police station.
I wish I could hit you.
Well, this station isn't very well kept, I say.
It's a local outpost, Watson.
It's not even
the daily
night.
tasks
Oh
that
my God.
confront these constables
Watson,
are
it's
not the easiest,
1888.
and they
Of
are
course
poorly
this place is
paid.
gonna suck.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello, I would like to speak with the chief inspector, if you please.
Constable Humphreys here. I am the only one in at the moment. What do you want with the chief?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am...
Sherlock Holmes? The detective that I read about in the papers? Well, that's a treat, that is. You come about the Buck Road case, have you? Indeed. We...
Not at all. We were just passing by chance. You say that there was a crime recently.
You don't know? You must be the only folk in London who haven't heard.
It won't be long until you find the culprit, no doubt.
Nothing is less certain. Suspects, 0. Clues, 0. It's not good for us, especially not in this district.
Maybe you need to do your fucking job. Instead of sitting there reading.
Listen, this isn't what I came here for, but if I can be of service, in a confidential capacity, of course, if you can entrust me with a copy of the preliminary reports, I could study them and return later with my conclusions.
It's just that these are official documents. I can't take a decision like that without the inspectors. The sooner we know the facts in the file, the sooner we can be of help, my friend. Say, if you are Sherlock Holmes, you can find anything, isn't that true? With your magnifying glass, footprints?
My performance is often embellished by my biographer.
Oh, good, good. I will give you the reports, but could you do me a small favour first?
Oh, come
During my
on.
rounds, I dropped a leather folder containing some papers,
Nothing of importance, but it's a big mistake. I would go looking for it myself, but I am stuck here on duty. I must have lost it near the seedy boarding house not far from here. Left when you leave the courtyard and left again in the lane. Perhaps you could go, ask around.
Luckily, I know where fucking
We shall
things
see
are.
what we can do.